Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. I hope everyone have an amazing day. 3 things I am thankful for. I am thankful for going through this process and clearing out any karmic debt that I had on my life. I am thankful for going through this process and still have an amazing heart. I am thankful for going through this process and helping to heal the ones that want to be healed. Okay. So this message, I'm going to try my best to be as calm through this process, okay? It's nothing that y'all done wrong or anything like that, but I need y'all to understand something. This is my life, okay? And in my life, I give choice, okay? And y'all see where I'm at. If I'm not in this house, I'm walking, all right? And I'm not going to, I'll put it like this. I provide y'all information just about every single day to help you to have a better life, not just for yourself and for your kids, your family, your friends, your neighbors, and all. Like I always tell you, on my end, I haven't received nothing. If that's the case, me and my son would have been out of here. But I do this because I truly love it. I know my words may not be the best sometimes, especially for the little ones. However, I have to be my authentic self. And even my authentic self, I'm still learning more about myself, and I make adjustments as I need to down the lane. But I'm never going to apologize for me being me. Even in the midst of me saying certain things, I know at times it can be a little scary for the way I say it. But I'm not going to shield how I feel, because there are valid emotions and feelings that I feel. And as long as I communicate it out, then I'm making sure I'm safe. And when I make sure I'm safe, I'm making sure anybody and everyone else is safe. Because when we hold things in, it can transpire to something bigger. So I acknowledge my journey, my growth, my highs, my lows, my misunderstandings or misinterpretations. I take it. So even if I say something, there may not be the perfect situation. I mentally put myself in a timeout to make sure that, yes, I stated what I had to say, but I do the adjustment. So I mentally put myself in a timeout and analyze myself. And a lot of times y'all get to see that while I'm talking. Y'all get to see the transitions of how something can mess with me, and then I transition to find a way to get out of the situation. And then it's done, okay? I do this on purpose because I need y'all to see how it's possible. All things are possible. Y'all got to see my journey throughout this process. And I don't resent anything. I don't feel bad about anything. And there's a lot of things y'all know about me that I would never thought y'all would know about me. Not because I presented, but because people was watching me without my acknowledgement. And it is what it is. I'm not embarrassed of anything. I love all of me. Even with the clothes on, with clothes off, whatever. It is. This is me. And I love me no matter what. So what I'm trying to get to is this. I tell you, I jump timelines. Okay? And I see a lot of different things. And there's a lot of moments that happen at the same time. And the thing about it is this. On my end, yesterday was No King's Day, right? And I'm going to tell y'all, did I listen to what was going on? Nah. I like popped in here and there, saw little things. And I want to state something. I am proud of y'all for standing up for wanting to do what's right for yourselves, however that may go. However, I know I'm in multiple timelines, okay? So sometimes it's not so much hard, but sometimes it is hard for me to distinguish which timeline y'all talking on. Because the way it works on my end is this. Even my spirit shielded me from a lot of things. So in one sense, y'all could be doing a whole thing, march around the world in support of Trump. And then on a different timeline, y'all doing a whole support to go against me. Okay? And sometimes it's like, it's not the easiest task, but it is what it is. So that's why sometimes I go through different emotions, because when y'all see tears, it's because my tears represent a timeline where people don't understand. And then when y'all see laughter or different things, it's different timelines. That's why my energy shifts. So basically what I'm trying to say is this. Y'all know what a pardon is, right? A pardon is excuse. It's excuse to sign off someone and say, hey, you can get them out of jail. Okay? So, in my situation, there's a situation about a pardon for someone. Okay? And I'm going to say this. Just because a person sign your name, a president sign your name on a piece of paper to give you freedom from whatever you did in your reality, you still have to go through whatever you have to go through in the spirit. So maybe Allah at the present time says, okay, you're forgiven for whatever it is, right? Because somebody else signed off. You're still not out of debt. I need y'all to know that. And that would go for me, even if I would do something wrong. Just because a person signed their name to it doesn't mean that you got the authority to overrule the spiritual energy that has been put out in this world. And I need y'all to know that. So anybody in history that ever been pardoned, y'all still had to go through what you went through. But reason why a lot of these people got pardoned is because at the time they had authority, they had some type of control over my spirit. So that's why they signed them off, because they was hoping that energy, they put their energy on top of me. That's why they was pardoned off to walk free, because they signing that, they saying that they would give themselves, they would put their energy on top of me. Okay, I'm gonna call it what it is. I was the one that was stuck in time over that, and I'm not going backwards. There's a reason why I'm talking this way. And that energy is not just on top of me. That's on all of y'all. You need to understand this, y'all. That's on every single one of y'all. Because if what they said, mama ain't happy, nobody happy. That's the reason why so many people went through so much. It's because I was being attacked. And because I was being attacked, y'all got attacked. Okay? And if y'all notice, the happier I get, the happier you get. Right? Right. I tell y'all all the time, I don't have to be out here to be out there. Okay. Now, in the timeline where y'all are supporting me, I truly, truly appreciate it. And I need y'all to understand that I truly, truly appreciate it. But I'm not talking to y'all timeline, okay? I'm talking to the timeline where the ones that think that on the other side, okay? And I have to, because in my journey, what's been going on is people been sitting back and trying to tell me spiritually, oh, don't say nothing, don't do this, don't do that. But if that's the case, then why I still go through these emotions? Because y'all was hoping that I don't figure this out. That's all it is. So, I'm going to say this. A lot of stuff had to happen. But it's in different timelines, and a lot of y'all seeing it in the same timelines. And the thing about it is, a lot of stuff had to happen so y'all could understand what was going on underneath y'all nose. Y'all had to see a lot of stuff. But just remember, as long as you believe, we all gonna heal this process and this journey. And what I saw the other day, I feel like we're there. We're on the right path to trying to get there. But I need y'all to understand something. I'm not here to cause riots. I'm not here to cause commotion, to cause hate upon people. I want everyone to have an amazing life. I'm not playing mind games. That's why I've been the same person. It's showing you every emotion, everything about me, so you can figure it out on your own. I'm not putting mind control over y'all. I'm not pleading my case to y'all. I'm just being me every single day, so you can come up with your own conclusion on, do you feel like I'm an honest person, if you feel like I'm playing mind games, or if you feel like I'm just doing something for myself. You gotta remember one thing. Majority of y'all out here got 10 times more than what I have at this present moment. Remember that. But the thing about it in this world, I'm tired of people thinking just because there's one person, right? So let's get to this. Let's really get to this. Like Trump. I don't know why, folks. It's like a gang. You got that one leader. I don't care if it's the mafia, the gang, the secret society, wherever. You got that one leader. And everybody follow what they say. But then nobody's happy at the same time. Right? Right. So you telling me in the world I see, you telling me you got millions of people, you got millions of people that don't like what they see, right? You got police officers, you got the military, you got secret services, you got your everyday life people. You got all of these people. You got the lawyers, you got the doctors, you got the judges, you got all of these people, Supreme Court and all. You tell me all of these people, all of y'all, don't like what this man is doing. And y'all finally see it was a cover-up. Y'all finally see that they utilized my energy to a degree to try to convince y'all that they was a part of a lot of stuff, just to find out that Trump really was doing this so he can try to be a dictator over all the countries of the world. Okay, so let's go back to these missiles and all of these different things and all of that, right? So you're telling me y'all don't want to shoot anybody. Y'all don't want to blow up anybody. Y'all don't want to be a part of anything. So you tell me 1 million people can't lock up one person. Let's say that again. Over 1 million people can't lock up one person. So you got all of these people in this building, and y'all can't lock them up. Because at the end of the day, a piece of paper ain't going to save y'all behinds. I need y'all to know that. A piece of paper with his signature on it ain't going to save y'all behinds. So, if y'all really want true freedom, you can overrule the ruler. You did it before, even when the person was trying to do the right thing. Why y'all can't do it now? All y'all people in that building, how can he lock y'all up if he's the one locked up? How can he tell y'all what to do if he's locked up? How can he over here sign off on anything because he locked up? Well, we voted for him. I think y'all found out y'all never voted for him. Can we all agree? Can we all agree? The only people that, I'm going to say it like this, the people that voted for him was all a part of this mind control. And the people that didn't vote for him was already understanding that some things was under mind. I'm going to call it, both was under mind control. Just to let you know that. Because even the ones that didn't vote for him, y'all wanted a freebie. Y'all wanted freedom. And when I say freedom, y'all wanted people to do the job for you instead of you go out here and work. I'm going to call it what it is. Y'all want the free Medicaid, the free food stamps, the free, all this free stuff. But nobody don't want to work. That's the only reason why y'all didn't vote for him. And then you got the other ones that voted for him because you was thinking that it was saving money in your pockets, but they was stealing money out of your pockets the whole time. So everybody got screwed off of one person. So why is it that he's still able to walk around and jump in his helicopters and all of that ain't even his? Let's get to that. They're not even his. They y'all's. They are the United States government property. If you ain't getting paid and you working a job, how is he still able to utilize services if y'all not getting the services y'all deserve? Because he signs a piece of paper? Let's really look down at this. What do he really do? What do he really do? Well, he goes over here and he talks to these people. Do you really think that it was that easy for him to do that? Just because he sit down at a desk and sign off on a piece of paper and open his mouth, do you really think that's a job? Do you really think that's a job? Do you really think that's a job? I never seen him go out here to dig a hole, to put cement down and help build a building. I never seen him go out to a hospital and help talk to the people in the patients in the hospitals. I never seen him go out and go to the schools and talk to different people in the schools and try to provide service. I ain't never seen none of that. I ain't seen none of that. I never seen him go sit down with the kids and try to eat with them, knowing the food, how the food really is. I never seen him go to the jails, to the prisons and try to motivate them. I never seen that. All I know, he go play golf. Never seen that. So why we letting this gang leader continue to be a boss? No, I'm not saying let's riot. But you got enough of people. Because you got to remember, for all y'all Secret Service people that's in the building with him, y'all know what he's doing is wrong. Right? This is not just about his life. It's about your lives as well. It's not just about your life. It's about your kids' lives. It's not just about your kids' life, about your wife's life if you have one, your husband's lives. It's not about them just, it's more than that. It's about your mamas, your daddies, your futures. It's about all of that. See, y'all feel like I need to uphold the law. It's time for the things to change. But when you have someone that's jeopardizing your future, when you have someone that's sitting back and playing in y'all faces because he talks with Diddy, they still communicate together because of that spirit. They all work together. When it comes to me as the female, let me get this clear, because I know a lot of stuff is being misconstrued in certain ways. But when it comes to me, I have no ties. I've been pulling away from all of this stuff and trying to find ways to keep y'all happy in the midst of all of it, to heal y'all in the midst of all of it. But even yesterday, they tried one more time to get me. I was literally sitting in his chair, and he is stuck. Diddy is mentally stuck in a whole nother place. And he was trying to swap me out again. Not even just that. The day before that, there was a situation that happened. And they've been trying to swap me out. And I refuse. Y'all may have y'all run. Y'all may have done what y'all done. But I refuse to allow anyone else to continue to suffer. Now I know y'all can say, well, you could do something. No. It's up to y'all now. You remember when I told y'all I was at that table at that restaurant, and it was basically in the middle of a desert, and I was eating? And y'all remember I told you there's a man in the back with a child. And I said there was a guy that came up knowing he had to get down the road. And if he ain't do something, he can't eat. Aren't y'all tired of being hungry? Aren't y'all tired of starving? Don't sit back and be like, oh, but we're going to get locked up. And you can be freed at the same time. How many times I've been locked up in this life, in this world, in this process? So many times. In regular jail, mental jails, mental institutes. Because I knew freedom was worth fighting for. Now I done my part. I tell you, I'm cool where I'm at. But if you tired of this so-called boss, lock him up. Don't worry about the constitutions or anything. It's your right. It's your right. Long the masses in agreement, you can overrule. So he doesn't have authority anymore because y'all already stood up. And everyone is in agreement. You can lock him up. You ain't got to barge in nothing. Because he ain't got no gun on him. Right? Right. So what y'all afraid of? Who you really afraid of? Him? Are you really afraid of him? So who are y'all afraid of? You ain't gotta start no riots. You ain't gotta be mean. You ain't gotta be boastful. You ain't gotta do nothing. The same way he's going out here after y'all families and playing in y'all faces, lock him up. Lock him up. Because you gotta ask yourself, how can a man that got over 30-some felonies still be a leader? Or is that a crime boss? On that note, y'all have a blessed day.